I don't like you. I don't mean you as an individual person. I mean you as the Warframe community. I don't like the Warframe community. There's a lot of things I don't like about the Warframe community, from the toxicity to the developer dick writing to the egos to the snobby, shitty, just really rude behavior to people that you think you know better than when you don't. The lying, the misinformation, the miscommunication, the intentional, deliberate misrepresentation of things that people have explained before in great detail. I don't like you. That's it. I mean, in the short of it, that's it. I don't like the Warframe community. I don't like the player base. I don't like playing Warframe because of you. I like playing Warframe. I like my friends. I like hanging out with my community. I like educating people. I like meeting new bros and showing them stuff they've never seen before and seeing the wonder and joy in their eyes or in their little keyboard strokes as they're flabbergasted. I love that shit, right? But you in particular, I don't fucking like you. I don't like the fact that you lie about what I and my friends say about certain things. A great argument and a great case in point is Nova Umbrell's Corvex video. Nova Umbrell's Corvex video has been bashed, shit on, torn apart, and ripped by every motherfucker on this community. Everybody. It has an insane comment engagement rate, and everything about it is just ripping into the video. And you might think to yourself, well, it must have been a bad video. If everybody's saying you're wrong, you must be wrong. It must have been an absurd, ridiculous take. He must have said something completely deranged. No. The main criticism of that video is that Nova Umbrell supposedly built Corvex wrong. Built it wrong. This is fucking Warframe. How can you build anything wrong? Everything kills at level cap anyways. There's no possible way for you to build something wrong. Well, their argument in the comments is that he didn't put any range on the build. You can just see in the video, like, different points in time throughout various points that he's talking where he expressly has, like, over like 400 range from like a relic buff, or like 200 range from this shot, or like 250 range from the other shot. Like, you can just see it, right? Like, you can just see the ability range. You can just see it in the video. Not only that, but in the video he specifically showcases like hey, you need range mods and duration mods and strength in order to kill things. Like, he just goes through the whole breakdown and explains everything. He goes through and just like the only criticism that was regurgitated from this entire community on the Reddit, on the fucking, I saw it on the forums, I saw people complaining, is just that this guy, my friend, built the thing wrong and then bitched and whined with no valid points, no arguments. That sort of misrepresentation upsets me, and it didn't upset me enough to make a video about it, but it did upset me enough to go into the comments and be a keyboard warrior, because this is just fucking stupid, and it was just stupid stuff like that. However, that's not the only issue. That's an example of the issue. That's an example of the problem, and that's an example of the things I don't like about you, the Warframe community. It's not about Corvex. It's not about Nova Umbrell. Fuck that guy. You know, whatever. He's one of my close friends. I don't give a shit. He's not even making Warframe content anymore. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care. I don't really care. The point is, it's the principle of it, right? It's the fact that if somebody says something that you don't like, you in particular, you don't like it, you don't agree with it, your solution is not to open your worldview. It's not to better understand the problem. It's not to go and test it for yourself and take a look, break it apart, see what the criticisms are, see what the person was saying, engage with it, kind of interact with it, lab with it, and then form a conclusion on your own. You result to bruised ego tactics of just lying about what was said, lying about what was done, misrepresenting, misquoting, or otherwise intentionally, deliberately misunderstanding the purpose or point of a video entirely, or anything else, forum post, fucking guide, Discord thing, anything. And then After misunderstanding it on purpose, misrepresenting it in the comment section, you then bash and beat and berate the fuck out of the person who posted that opinion until they quit, until they give up and go away. And even after they give up and go away, you're still there to remind them that you don't like their bullshit bad opinion that you made up. Who the fuck are you? It's been months. It has been literal months since that video dropped. I still get harassed in other YouTubers' comments about my involvement with that video. I still get called out by larger YouTubers on their Twitters having schizophrenic breakdowns about shit that I never even said, or stuff I did say but out of context. I still get called out and shit upon for an opinion that somebody else had months ago, and I didn't even create the fucking opinion. All I did was co-write for it. All I did was edit for it. All I did was go in and change a couple of words around. I didn't write the opinions. I didn't write the script, but I'm being treated like it was my opinion that was so bad. And it wasn't even a fucking opinion. Like, you guys are just wrong. Like in the video. Like, it's just, I don't have words to describe how insanely frustrating and mind-numbing it is trying to talk to this community, because this community is a brick fucking wall, and if you don't fit into the brick wall with your own little perfectly shaped brick that perfectly conforms to everything the player base already currently believes and holds dearest to their heart, you're a fucking evil outsider, and you're just literally, like, you're just a piece of shit. Go fuck yourself. Kill yourself. I hate you. The amount of hate and backlash that video got really doesn't matter to me personally, right? That's his video, that's his backlash. What matters to me is the entire premise behind it. And again, this is one fucking example. There is an array of just bad videos, misinformation, lies, misconceptions, misunderstandings that have just been perpetuated and propagated throughout this entire community's history. Things that shouldn't even be misunderstandable because there's so much information that counters that, but they still are, because you people are so vulnerable to like shiny, flashy edits on the screen. I don't have words to describe how much I hate you. I hate the fact that you capture new players and you turn them into drones. I hate the fact that you drool and slobber all over the dick of the developers because they fucking added a Gooner cosmetic to a frame that they just beat the shit out of design-wise. Really quick, can anybody actually tell me what the difference between Valkyr and Baruch is at this point? Like, what the purpose of using Valkyr is instead of Baruch? Because Baruch is tankier, he has more range, he does more damage, he's got a better stance, he's got a higher status chance, so you can use melee influence, which is the most important arcane in the game. He's got pretty much the same crit chance. If you wanted attack speed, you could just use Valkyr Subsume, but instead of doing that, you can just use his augment, which has the same base value for attack speed. You can even use both if you really wanted attack speed. Genuinely, what the fuck is the difference between Valkyr and Baruch, other than that Valkyr is worse, because she's not nearly as survivable? Like, this frame got dumpstered design-wise, and yet people are still, like, glorifying it and saying it was the best rework ever, when they, like, destroyed her abilities. Like, the only thing she got out of the rework was her first ability, Rip Line, and, like, that's not good enough. We have Operator Void Sling to move around. We have Parkour Shards. Like, oh, it's a grouping tool. Press 2 on Vazarin. Use Ensnare. Like anything else. Genuinely, what happened to Valkyr was such a fucking crime, because she got turned from, like, an Exalted frame with, like, a gimmick and a purpose to, like, take the Exalt off, and she's basically the same melee buffing frame, so she's just a worse Kalervo. Or a worse Baruch, because her Exalt sucks, and his is really good. Like, but because it doesn't alter your playstyle in your specific content, you're fine with it. There's no build variety anymore in the game because every enemy has like no HP. All the enemies got massively fucking nerfed after Jade Shadows, and you can just run whatever you want and it will just destroy everything in front of you. The only reason to have red crits on right now, like the only reason is like to get a red crit is to just see the number turn red. Most of you don't even know what the fucking red crits do in this game, despite it being explained to you several times. Most of you don't even understand this game at like a basic fundamental level, like the ability to like parkour smoothly without using parkour shards, let alone like more advanced stuff that comes from like the Conclave PvP community, like movement tech. There's just so many things that you don't know about this game, but you all collectively act so fucking cocky and confident as if you know everything. I don't know everything. Fucking Dystopia, Gigabrain YouTuber who fucking seems to know everything and has a screenshot of exactly what you were talking about 3 years before you discovered it. That motherfucker doesn't know everything. Nobody who plays this game knows everything, except for, apparently, every LR5 on the fucking Warframe Reddit who's actually got 4,000 hours in the game, so they must know what they're talking about. They're the only Gigabrains you can fucking trust. It's infuriating. It's infuriating trying to talk to a community of people who all know better than you without knowing anything. It's toxic as fuck because nobody can tell you anything. You already know it all and you're right about everything. You've already come up with this strategy a billion years ago, apparently. No, the fuck you haven't. You don't have the proof of it like Dystopia does. You don't have the proof of it like I do. I have my screenshots, but I don't care. I don't need to be right like you. I don't need to shove it in your face and be like, actually, I know everything. I don't need to fucking do that. Because at the end of the day, what I care about is just, is the information out there? Are people getting that information? Are they consuming it? Is it helping them? Is it making them better at the game? In my channel's very small, limited lifetime, I'd say that for the most part, the 2,000 some odd people that I have grown to watch my content and the people that have clicked on my videos, at the very least, I hope they got something out of it. I'd like to believe that they did, right? But I look at that, and then I look at the dog shit, sloppiest of slop, low effort, 5 minutes in a survival B-roll footage, just garbage content. Farming, tens of thousands of views. Farming, just engagement and community support. And people fucking love these mediocre builds from these players who barely understand the game slightly better than they do because they participate in an active Discord server that grinds the game a little bit more aggressively than the average person. These aren't even knowledgeable or advanced high-level Discord servers that these YouTubers are a part of. They're just like the average Redditor who also is in a Discord server. Like, the Warframe community can be kind of categorized, right? You've got the people on the forums who don't know fucking anything. You've got the people in game chat who they think they know a lot, but they really fucking don't. You've got the people on YouTube who are just siphoning all of the content that's generated on Discord. The people on Discord don't actually really know what they're talking about, but they've got like 1 or 2 people who have looked at the wiki at least 4 times, so those guys are basically build professionals, and they're going to give you their opinions on why they think every melee weapon in the game should be using melee influence and why it actually needs a buff. I mean, it's fucking brain-numbing. I can't create or showcase anything cool or interesting or interactive or show you a cool build if it doesn't matter in the highest levels of content, if it doesn't matter in any level of content at all. Why would I ever show you a build that utilizes melee afflictions with like a status spreading mechanic to kill a demolisher, or some weird gimmick build using like a teleport functionality to get an enemy stuck and then causing it to die to a ragdoll, which it shouldn't do, but it does because the game forgets things, which I don't even want to get into that. Why would I ever show you that? You know, why would I ever bring that to you? You don't care. You're not going to fucking use it. I'm barely going to use it just to have the gimmick showcased, and at the end of the day, it's less effective than just using a fucking incarnate weapon. Why would I make anything for you? It goes nowhere. There's no appreciation for the talent or skill that is required to execute any given build that isn't just the most brain-dead slop shit, and the talent and skill that would be there to execute those high-level builds has been weaned and diminished away to the point that it's taken nothing. There's no skill in this game. And there hasn't been skill in this game for a long time, but now more than ever, there is just no skill in this game. And why would I try to force a skillful setup with like a unique companion, a unique weapon, a unique system with like an augment mod that nobody fucking touches, being used on a frame that isn't really common, for an ability that nobody gives a shit about? Like, why would I show that to you, right? If you just don't care. Why would I give you anything if it doesn't matter to you? I don't need to put that effort into you. You're not important enough to me. I've never liked you in the first place. Now more than ever, I don't like you. I have things in my life that demand my attention and demand my effort. I have people in my life that I care for. I have a fiance now. I have goals that I want to achieve. And at the very end of it all, the very last thing on my mind, the very last thing I care about is you. In some small capacity, I want you to be better. I want you to not harass streamers when they play the game a single time and then make them so uncomfortable they never touch the game again. I want you to not have schizophrenic breakdowns on Twitter lying about the shit that I've said and done, and then sending your followers to fucking harass me, and then lying about that fact, knowingly or unknowingly. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. You know who you are, if you even watched this far, which you probably haven't. I don't care. I don't give enough of a fuck. I just don't have time for you. Every part of me that wants you to be better and wants you to improve and wants to do something for you and wants to make this game a more interesting experience for you, every part of me that wants you to feel as good as I did when I was learning, discovering, growing my skills, and getting better, and like just doing stuff I'd never done before, trying new things, inventing new things, reaching out to people who have invented their things and seeing if I could twist it or shape it or do something with it. As much as I want that for you, and I do, I don't want it more than I don't like you. I would rather see you fail at this point. I would rather see this community burn than I would help you. That's it. That's genuinely it. From me to you, one-on-one, as a community member of Warframe, go fuck yourself.